What's going on, YouTube? Prep for Life. Sorry it's been so long since I posted a video. I know it's been a long time. I was moving. I moved from just east of Dallas to Dallas, and I know it doesn't seem that far, but when you're a college student working full-time, taking full-time classes, you know, trying to get everything worked out, it's pretty difficult. Not to mention that I was also engaged, got engaged, I guess I should say, a week before I moved. So we were also moving her into the house with me. So it's been kind of crazy, so I do apologize for the delay. What I'm going to go over today is actually a project that I'm going to undertake. Yes, another one. This is going to be a first aid kit. I have a health savings account through UHC. And I don't go to the doctor very often, but I do contribute bi-weekly to my health savings account, plus my employer put in money. So I have a lot of money in there, and I haven't been to the doctor or used it at all this year. And so instead of just kind of letting it sit there and go to waste, I read in a clause on the insurance policy saying that I could buy or build a first aid kit using the money within my health savings account. Either I could pay for it out of pocket and they would reimburse me, or I could use the debit card that they gave me. So I'm sure y'all can guess what I did. I just kind of took the debit card and went on a shopping spree here. I wanted a very, very serious first aid kit. Just something rugged, just something that I could take anywhere and not worry. You know, I do like to go out backpacking. Not that I'm saying I'm taking this with me, but I do go out to places where medical care is not, you know, an immediate availability. So they sell these online, but the one that was this size that I found online was $900. And there's no way I'm paying $900 for all this. So what I did is I went out, bought the same Pelican case, I went through, and I picked out the things that I thought I would use. Now this isn't going to be like a trauma first aid kit, although I will have some ways to control bleeding, tourniquets, things like that in here also. As you can see over in the corner there, I've got some quick clot. We'll go over that in just a minute. But ultimately, this is just going to be a kit that I can just take with me anywhere and know that it's going to stand up and just take a beating. And if this kit saves me from having to go to the emergency room, then that one visit will have paid for this kit on its own. So I'm going to go over some of the things that I purchased for this kit. And although it may look like I kind of splurged for this kit, there were things that I'm very picky about, and that if this is gonna be the kit that I go to in an emergency, I want what's in it to work every time. So I noticed you probably see the Benchmade there and the Fenix PD22, and I know it seems like a lot of money for a first aid kit, but realistically, when I need something to work, I want it to work. I don't want to have to, you know, fidget with it. I don't want it to rust. I don't want it to break. I mean, it's going to be sitting there. So I want it to work when I need it. So we'll start going over it. On the left here, these are all just some Eagle Creek pouches. Two different sizes. I got a larger Eagle Creek pack and then a small Eagle Creek pack. And these are just going to be organizers for the inside of the kit, just to separate some of the other stuff I'm going to go over. I have a waterproof notepad. I just needed a pen, so I bought this, they call military pen. All it is just a pen with a Fisher Space Pen insert in it to make it, you know, easy to write with outdoors. I have a Sam Splint 36-inch, and then I have 3 finger Sam Splints. I've never used these before, but I had a splint on my finger the other day. I took, you probably can't see that, but right across there, I basically shoved a knife from just above the joint here up around, and then it stopped right there on the other side of the nail, and there was just a huge flap of skin almost down to the bone. and that was just me being stupid. But luckily, I work in an emergency room and we have lots of glue, so I sat there and I super glued it all back together, and the doc was kind enough to write me an antibiotic. So that being that, I bought the finger splints. The Fenix PD22 I'm not very familiar with. This was just the smallest, highest value light that was at REI that I saw right then. And I'll go over that probably in another video. Same with the Benchmade. This is a Benchmade 915 Triage, and if you're unfamiliar with that, it's a knife that I've been looking at getting, but I keep talking myself out of, and it seems pretty nice so far. Purchased this at a store around the block. It's got the half partial serrated, partial straight blade. I'm not really a big fan of serrations, but in an emergency, if I need to cut through something, I want to be able to have the serration, so I don't really see myself dulling this knife up since it'll be sitting in this box the majority of the time. And then on this other side is a seatbelt cutter or cable cutter. Great for shoelaces, seat belts, clothes, jeans, whatever you got. It does a great job. And then it also has a window punch here on the back. So this is just the knife that I picked up to go into this kit. It may seem excessive, and it probably is, but I have become a real big fan of Benchmade and have started to pretty much carry only Benchmades and a couple of high-end Spydercos. So anyways, I also have some light sticks over there. Those are just little 6-inch or 4-inch light sticks, I can't remember. We've got some Quick Clot Sport, great for you know, deep punctures that you're having a hard time controlling bleeding. I wouldn't use it if emergency services were nearby, but if you are out and about, backwoods, anything like that, pretty handy. Same with a tourniquet. You know, it would take a lot for me to use a tourniquet just because of the issues that can come along with it if it's left on long term. So I'd really have to be worried that you're going to die from blood loss before I'll throw a tourniquet on you. So same thing here. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is this is not everything that's going to go in here. This is all going in here, but there's going to be more. This was just today's purchases. Back here, I just got some individual packets of burn gel. Has a little bit of lidocaine, and if you're not sure what that is, it's a numbing cream or agent. They use it whenever you get stitches. They give it to you when you're at the dentist. It's just a pretty awesome numbing agent. Individual Tylenol packs, individual Advil, triple antibiotic, tweezers, Nutrilox. It's an anti-diarrheal. I figured if we're out in the backcountry, these might be handy to have. And I got individual packets because more than likely it's not going to be me who needs this kit. So I don't want to hand out bottles of this stuff. I would rather just give them what they need right then and then move on. And then I also got a face shield for CPR. Let's just clear this up real quick. I'm a firm believer in compressions only for the first 5 minutes. And if there's no mask, there's no way in hell I'm giving mouth-to-mouth to somebody I don't know. That's just me. So I went ahead and tossed a face shield in there so I wouldn't have an excuse. But these are basically all going to go into one of these little packs just so they're easily accessed. And then the kit itself has the normal foam that you see in the Pelican cases. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this out and replace it with, they have an EMS insert. So up here will be multiple pockets, and that's where I can stick all the burn gels and stuff. And then down here it'll be organized so I can put ACE reps, SAM splints, everything will be very organized and padded. So this is just step one of the kit. As soon as I start to get a little more going here, I'll let y'all know. I appreciate y'all taking the time out to watch the video. And if you have any questions, let me know. Or if you have any advice, I had a very difficult time finding any information on a first aid kit like this. There's one video of a gentleman, I guess he's a medic, showing his, but he only did about a 6-minute video. He didn't show how he got a hold of it, where he bought it, you know, anything like that. I want to do something more detailed for y'all. So if y'all want any answers, or if y'all have any questions on anything in particular, let me know and I'll try to get back to you as quick as possible, guys. I really appreciate you watching, and shoot me a comment or a PM. Thanks. Alright, YouTubers, this is what I've got in here so far. Same stuff from earlier. I've got the Benchmade 915 Triage. I've got the Fenix PD22, Splint, finger Splint, triangular bandage, a couple pairs of gloves. I've got a 2-inch ace wrap, some Coban, and then under here are 2 3-inch ace wraps. There's no point in having a Splint if you don't have any ace wrap or tape. This Irrigation Solution, some quick Clot, and then in here, in this red pouch, is all of the items, the little small items I showed you earlier, like the individual Tylenol, Advil, triple antibiotic. And then in this black pouch I just put some hemostats, which are just little clamps, some shears, some surgical scissors, things like that. As you can see, I still have a lot of working space here. I still have a lot more I need to put in here. I need to put abdominal pads, 4x4s, 2x2s, tape, all kinds of good stuff. So this is far from being over, but it's a start. So this is what I've got so far. This is just some Curlex I'm going to be putting in here. These are going to be some. These are just some light sticks, kids. I'm just going to put some of those up here. I'm not really sure if they're going to do any good, but I figured why not have them. So this is what I've got so far. Like I said earlier, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, let me know. If you have any suggestions on what you think I should put in here, obviously I still have time to you know, add lots of things. So let me know what you think. I'm also going to put some type of identifiable markings on the back of this guy. Maybe like a red cross. Either spray painted or maybe some duct tape or something, just something identifiable for other people. But like I said, this is what I've got so far. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, shoot me a PM. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks guys for watching.